Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm Lovely Kylia. Um, I always try to figure out what I'm gonna talk about, what I'm gonna start about, and then I feel like I come into like this ramble match of like trying to cram so much into one video. So I think I'm just going to go off of topics that I talk about in my normal life and go from there. So I'm going to start with when I was 18 and I found out I was pregnant with twins. Yeah, yes, I have twin little boys. So everybody's like, oh my god. And then on top of that, I actually have three in total. My youngest one is 4, and my twins are 6 now. Um, So I was 18 when I found out I was having twins. And the story is like, it's complicated, but it's not complicated. So I'm not ashamed of the person I am. Um, a lot of people are like, you didn't have hoe tendencies or don't call yourself a hoe. And I don't call myself a hoe because I'm just like, I'm just gonna own up to it. I mean, I just never try to act dumb to the fact that, I like sleeping with people. So, but not to say that, I don't know who my kid's father is and, I just have like 20 million baby daddies. Like, oh, we got 3 kids, 2 baby fathers. I know who they are. We're good in that department. So, anyway, um, of course, when you're young, starting out life, you don't know too much. And I don't know, I guess that was like my scapegoat using sex and whatnot. So when I was 18, I was staying in Raleigh, North Carolina. And what happened? I was staying with my mom and just, I don't know, I feel like I had gave up in life. I didn't really care. Honestly, I feel like I gave up when I was like 16 and just did not really care what happens. So, I went to prom before I left North Carolina, and I thought it could have been like 3 or 4 different people. No. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I thought that that's what I'm saying. I thought that I got pregnant before I left, so it was like in the time frame of prom, which is like April, May, June, around there, and then graduation and all of that was like around July, early July, and I think I left like that weekend. So somewhere in those months, I just had thought, I'm pregnant or I'm about to get pregnant. Like, it just did not feel right. Something in my brain was letting me know, like, either you got them or they coming or something. Like, I could just feel it. So I thought I was pregnant before I left. I didn't say anything to anybody except my dad, my stepmom, and my siblings when I got to Connecticut. So my mom drove me, and I was just trying to leave North Carolina behind me. At that time, it was just supposed to be like a trial run of me staying with my father, but I had made the decision that I was going to stay. Because me and my mom was not getting along, so I just could not stay around her. I couldn't do it. So moved up there. My sister, I was older, so I was 18. I was 18. And at that point, my dad is like, oh, well, when you're 18, you can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. So at first, I did not believe him until my sister was like, let's go hang out with these guys. Da, da, da. I got a friend for you. So I'm like, I guess we can go. I ain't got nothing else to do anyway. And my dad was like, I don't care, just be safe, think before you act. And, the stuff that you say to your daughters, but you trying to give them that freedom to make their own decisions. So I never, ever, ever was mad at my dad for anything because at the end of the day, he's right. They're my decisions at the end of the day. My dad can't hold my hand forever. And I didn't know my dad at that time. So it was like, you could tell me stuff, but it might just go in one ear and out the other, honestly. So, we went to her friends. He had a friend for me. And I didn't really care for the guy. Like, I just wanted to get drunk. I just wanted to smoke. I just wanted to enjoy. I mean, I was 18, pretty much by myself. I was with my siblings, so I was enjoying life at the time. And of course, no protection. So, one thing led to another, and apparently, in one of them 3 instances, I got pregnant. And I just never, I don't know, me and him never really got on the same page. He was always mean to me, he was always rude, and he was one of them type of niggas that just felt like, you gotta call me a hoe and a hoe and a hoe and a hoe and a hoe. And I'm just like, that's not me. Like, I understand. I like fucking. I like having sex with people. And I'm sorry this is a very explicit video, but this is how my life is. So it's like, I understand that. People like to have sex. Like, that's just, I just am learning that's human nature. Like, there's nothing that's going to change. So for people to always just label that on me, it was always annoying, honestly. It was super, super annoying, and it pissed me off. And, like, this man is 6'5", and I'm 5'3", and I wanted to climb that tree and fuck him up. But I couldn't, because he's 6'5". Like, what was I going to do? I mean, besides kick him in the dick, what was I going to do? You know? So, what happened? So, me and him just always argued a lot. My sister always tried to help us fix it, always tried to help us get it together, but never worked. Anyway, like, weeks later, I'm, like, talking to him on and off, but not really trying. I don't know. We were kind of, like, trying to have a relationship, but when he was ready, I wasn't. When I was ready, he wasn't. But he was also just trying to, like, egg it on, like he wanted to be with me when you really did not. And my family just, on the home front was just always, like, picking on me because I just was not feeling well at some point. Like, I just was laying around all the time. I just was always in the bathroom, like, couldn't really eat anything, couldn't keep nothing down. Now, I always know I'm pregnant now, I've kind of noticed, is when I don't eat. Like, when I already barely eat now. Like, I'm a snack fiend. And to know that Kalia not about to eat a meal, that's like a dead giveaway. Like, you're not allowed to eat at all. Like, something wrong with you. So, my family they was just picking on me, and they were just like, oh, what if you're pregnant? And then not only what if I'm pregnant, but what if I'm pregnant with twins? What if, I could possibly have triplets? Like, I couldn't just have one in there. Like, y'all had to add multiples, So I'm just like, just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to be bothered. Like, I'm pregnant. I'm just not knowing that I'm pregnant, but, like, my mind frame was just like, just leave me alone. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like my wig is a little crooked. Okay, maybe it's just me. Okay, so I just always felt like, I don't know, I just wanted to be left alone. So I probably by myself was not going to go figure out whether or not I was pregnant. I was just going to let my body do what it naturally does. And my sister put me on to the fact that you can get free pregnancy testing if you just like look it up on your, look it up on Google or something like that, like certain hospitals or, they give out free pregnancy testing, and they'll do ultrasounds and go through all of that and help you get started. So she took me there, and the lady, she took me there. I did the test, and the lady called my name, and she's like, so congratulations, you're pregnant. And I'm like, okay. So it wasn't like a shock, I guess is how to put it, because my family and I had already had this discussion. So to me, I'm just like, you're just confirming it. So I got out of I don't even know how to, like, say how I felt. I was just like, okay. Oh, no, because I thought that I was pregnant before I left anyway, and that's why I was messing with Drew, because I just thought I was pregnant, so I just didn't give a fuck in the beginning. Because I was just like, in that phase of whether or not I might want to keep the baby. So I had already had my mental state of I might be pregnant anyway from before I left. So when I went to go do the ultrasound after, And the lady was like, "Did you know that you're having twins?" No, I did not. I did not know that I was having twins. I just laughed. Like, how I have the biggest grin on my face now, that's how I felt then. And I'm starting to learn about myself that when I get like awkward news, for me, it's like, I don't know, I just laugh. Like, I try not to dwell on it to be sad, but I don't know. So it made me laugh. I was in shock. My sister was like, "I told you so." And we were just kind of like enjoying the moment. So then she goes into the spiel of, do you want to keep it? Do you want to keep one? Do you want, all these different options? And I think that's when, for me, it got overwhelming, so to say. So I don't even remember really how my pregnancy kind of like went. I just feel like it was like a roller coaster of emotions and thoughts and feelings, and just, I didn't know what the fuck I was about to do. Like, I had no idea. I didn't know the pressure. I guess, like, not that your kids put pressure on you, but you know that you want to do better and you want to be an example. You want to, do better than the examples you've had in your life. So it's like, I just had, I don't know, like, I don't think I really put two and two together and figured out what my, life was supposed to be after my kids. And so during my pregnancy, after finding all of that out, I just was in the house. I was just chilling. I didn't know what to do. And I'll probably do another video on my pregnancies and how that length went. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to the end. I had them March 22nd, and they are an hour and 13 minutes apart. Yes, they are. I was on epidural, pitocin, and morphine. The epidural was because it was just so painful at first, and not like a really bad painful. I mean, I was uncomfortable after like the 7th month anyway, and I was uncomfortable. I just was ready for them to come out. And when you're pregnant with twins or multiples, as long as you get to like, I think like 35 weeks. I don't know. That was another thing too. I kept getting to run around about, oh yeah, you're good once you get to 34 weeks. Oh yeah, you're good once you get to 35 weeks. Oh yeah, you're good once you get to 36 weeks. So I'm like, which one is it? Because I'm ready for my babies to come out. Like, let me know which one it is so they can come. So, I think I made it to like 36 weeks and like 3 days or something like that. Like, I made it full term. And made it full term, but I was like a week in labor pretty much. I was 3 centimeters for like a good month. And like that last week right before I had them, they gave me like all these tricks and stuff to do. Like, I was always having contractions though, like, and I mean strong ones. And then on top of that, I had Braxton Hicks my whole pregnancy. So my contractions always just seem like what I've been dealing with the whole time. So, but it did get a little worse, which is why I had the epidural. And then epidural slowed it down a little too much, so they gave me the pitocin just to kind of help me still push. And I had got on morphine because they thought that I was going to have to go into an emergency C-section. But this one right here was not in the mood to get cut open. I was not having that shit at all. And I literally kicked the doctors out the way. I was just like, no, I got this. I just had to figure out how to push. And when I first pushed, I was like, laying on my back trying to push. That wasn't working. I tried to go on my stomach and push. That wasn't working. But I figured out, like, I did like a standing push position, and it worked for me. And so that's how I pushed the first one out. I fell asleep because I was on morphine. And that's how they ended up being an hour and 13 minutes apart. And then they came in and was like, well, we got to get the second one out. We got to get baby B out of there. And, because he's in there a little too long. And on top of that, they weren't in separate sacks. They were in the same, it's not placenta, but the same, damn, what's the thing around the babies? I knew it when I had them, and I knew it for a long time, and now I can't say it. But they were in the same sack pretty much the whole pregnancy. So he had to come out. But I finally pushed him out. They had to go immediately to the INCU. And because I was like super sick. So if you're in Connecticut and, it's in that in between of winter and spring, it's still kind of cold, but it's warming up. So I was like fluctuating because of the seasons. It made me sick. I had so much going on in my life for me. I guess in my head for me. I just felt like, I don't know, I was not ready. But I had to do what I had to do. And I kept them. They are 6 now. They are happy. They're in school. And like my pregnancy was just, I don't know, like I didn't really have any weird moments. I did have like my dad made me cry over pizza. My dad made me cry because I always ordered a Domino's pizza. I just wanted a medium pepperoni and pineapples to myself. That was it. With some hot Doritos and like a Coke or Pepsi, something on the side. Or Sprite. Because I wasn't really like a soda drinker. But we always had soda in the house, so I got whatever I could get. And my dad was like, ooh, can I get some? But what happened was my siblings all asked, like everybody pretty much had put their hand on a piece of my pizza already before it got there. And I think when my dad told me, he was just like the bomb that just made me go off. Like just tick, tick, tick. My dad, boom, that's how it happened. And I just was like, Daddy, I just want my pizza. Like, everybody's asking for my pizza. I just want to eat. Like, that's all I want to do. I just want to eat my pizza. Like, I can't leave me alone. And he's like, dang, I just wanted a bite. Like, I was like, no, Daddy. Like, this is my pizza. Like, I need you to step off. Plus, I was always buying my dad food. So I was just like, Daddy, I just want to eat my pizza. And that day, I really just wanted to eat it by myself. What else happened during my pregnancy? I had to walk up 2 flights of stairs. Well, technically like 3 flights. It was 2 sets of stairs, but actually no, it was like a roundabout. So it was like a bunch of stairs. And I was pregnant and I had to walk up and down to wash clothes. And I did not get like a mommy treatment, pretty much, I'll say. I don't feel like I did anyway. I don't feel like anybody really spoiled me except my big sister. My dad was there a lot. He helped me. Other than that, well, my big brother too. Other than that, I just felt like I got into my depressed state. Definitely after I had them, where if a lot of people don't know, you do get like a PTSD. Or no, it's postpartum. So I don't really know. I don't think it's PTSD because PTSD is with the military, and I just had postpartum depression. I'm sorry. So I got that. I know after my kids, but I think that I was dealing with emotional stuff before them, and adding kids in the mix does not help any situation. I don't want to say my kids made it worse, but trying to live and take care of twins at 19 years old with very little support on your end is very stressful. That's how I'll put it. It's very, very, very stressful. And I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't take it I wouldn't take it back. I love my kids. I'm glad that I decided to have them. I just wish that I had the mentality of persevering and pushing through my problems no matter what. I wish I had a job. I wish that, I just did things a little more grown up, a little more different. I wish I had somebody in my corner a little bit more to I don't know, just help me, guide me, somebody. And I don't feel like I ever really had that. And I feel like now I'm getting to the point where I don't want anybody's help because I don't feel like anybody is genuinely there for me. And these are just my feelings. But I just kind of, I'm not sure how to put this. I just had to figure it all out and figure out what was best for me and figure out what works for me. And I think now I'm to the point where I can actually express that. I can actually get to the point where I know how I want to treat my kids. And they love their parents to death. Like, they love us to death. And I just hate that I let a lot of things happen, which will be a whole nother story time because I'll probably just start coming up here to talk more and more. But this one's on my pregnancy, about my twins, and my 2 healthy, beautiful baby boys. Oh, I don't know. I'm just not gonna worry about it. So, if you feel like I gave enough information, please let me know. If you want to know a little bit more, if you have any other questions, because I get asked this daily about how it was having twins and whatnot. So I don't feel like it was any different, except I had 2. But if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if you want to know how my labor was a little bit more into depth, if you want to know, or you feel like, if you want to know how my pregnancy was in depth, if you want to know my labor, if you want something answered, is there something I missed, I guess, let me know. So I'm going to just keep trying to get you guys to know me a little more. So I figured, why not start here? I did do a video on being a teen mom or a young mom or whatever. But I think when I did it then, I was just super stressed out and frustrated. I didn't know what direction I wanted my YouTube to go in. And I think now I'm to the point where I'm just like, and I don't put the middle finger up, but that's how I feel. Where I'm just like, fuck it, I just need to be my authentic self, and I just need to put myself out there and just give you bits and pieces of me and different, stories. So yeah, I'm Lovely Kylia. I'm going to come back probably with the next one on my pregnancy with my youngest son, because that was definitely like a whole 360 compared to the twins. But yeah, so I'll probably do that one next, or I don't know, like maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna figure out the next video. Ooh, excuse me. I don't think I feel good right now. Something's wrong with my nose. But yes, so I'm just gonna keep this up, keep it going, see where it goes. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Give me some topics you want to talk about. Give me some ideas. Anything you want to know about me personally. I will try and answer them. So right now, I deleted my Instagram. Yay me. I am trying to get my other one back up, but I might just start a whole new one, so that'll be further notice. You can find me on Facebook as Lovely Kylia, and I think that's all I'm on. Oh, and Snapchat, exotic_Kai. So I'll probably link all of that right here below or in the description box. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching this long extended video of me rambling on about my life, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.